Hello, my friends, and welcome to Italy, a place to love YouTube channel, the channel where I like to show the properties for sale in the Italian market. In each video, I select a property in a different town in one of the 20 beautiful regions of Italy. But today, as Friday, and today is the second video of the day, I like to make a different type of video. So where I'm showing you the cheapest properties, the most inexpensive properties in a selected province by me in one of the 20 regions of Italy. All right, my friends, so in today's video, I want to bring you to Lecce province, and we are going to investigate the most inexpensive properties for sale in Lecce province. Okay, so let's go here on Idealista, as usual. All right, my friends. And so let's start investigating. Anyway, how many properties we have for sale in Lecce province. And so, as we see, I found 11,618 houses and flats for sale. Now, as usual, I need to reduce this amount of properties for sale down to 100 and 200. So in between 100 and 200 properties for sale. So from now on, I will go and I will start selecting some certain kind of filters to reduce this amount of properties. So the first one is maximum 60,000 euros, simply because we are talking about inexpensive properties, all right, cheap properties. So basically, from nearly 12,000, now our search dropped to 2,162 houses. Anyway, still too many, so where I'm going to select more filters. Now, only houses. Okay. Only houses, and we drop to 1,111 houses for sale. Okay, let's continue. Let's select more filters. All right, auction properties, no auction properties. Now here, I'm sure it dropped only maybe of 50, 60 houses. So we are down to 1,060 houses, but still too many. So we need to select more filters to reduce down to 100 and 200 properties. Now I'd say good condition. All right. Let's select properties only in good condition. And now we drop to 313 houses. All right, I think maybe it's important to select also the minimum size. At this stage, I would go only for 60 square meters minimum, all right, which is around 700 square feet. So we drop to 255 houses. Still too many. All right, so let's put another filter. Now, I'm just curious now, and here in the filters, more filters, we have sea view. Let's see if we have any property with sea view under 60,000 euro in Lecce province. And the answer is no. Basically, there are no properties under 60,000 euro with sea view. From this filter, we understand anyway that the properties in this area are not very cheap. Okay, so what else? I'd say we can go for bulk or between balcony and terrace or private garden. Let's say here, let's try to select private garden. Let's see how many properties we have. 65 houses. All right. 60. I'd say at this stage, I'd rather go for balcony and terrace. I think we might have more properties simply because many houses in Salento area have the terrace. Exactly. So we have 122 houses. So this is the search after all these selected filters. And now my friends will start investigating the properties that we can find between these 122 houses. Now, put like and subscribe if you like this type of content. Let me know in particular if you like this type of video where I'm not showing just one properties, but I'm giving you just simply an idea about what can we find under this amount of money. All right, so let's actually, before we dive into the properties to understand the properties, let's see on the map here, all right, to understand where these properties for sale are. So as we see, this is Lecce province, all right. So if we start from the northern part of Lecce province, let's see here to understand a bit the prices. Now here we are around Lecce. We see 60,000, 50,000. So let's say that under 40, we don't really have many properties. The majority of the properties are in between 40,000 and 60,000. For example, here, I think the closer we go to the sea, and the higher is the price. But here we have one for 38,000. I think it's a project. It's a house that has to be completely renovated, quite big, but anyway, not in a good condition. Let's just have a look quickly, randomly. 38,000, 78 square meters. All right, this could be an interesting property. Not extremely big, but as we see, star vaulted ceilings. All right, let's go to the list. Let's go to the list. Let's scroll. Let's scroll 2 pages at least. Each page has 25 properties. Okay, we have the first one for 48,000 euro here. Let's investigate a bit this. The initial price was 65,000, so the price is already dropping of 26%. Interesting. We are in Matino municipality, historic center with panoramic views, a few kilometers from Gallipoli. Let's have a quick look to see simply if the condition of the property. This one looks quite interesting. So I might consider a video of this property. Now, I don't go deep. I'm not going to open because I want to see as well other properties. But this one for 48,000, location looks good. There's good amount of pictures. Then we have 48,000 Alessano. So here we are in Alessano. We are again over 40. Okay, this is an office. Now, with this property, there is a problem. If it's registered to the cadastral plan as a commercial unit, you might not be able to convert as a residential. 45,000, 4 rooms, 80 square meters. Let's say this could be interesting. Anyway, some minor works to do. All right, anyway, there are some works to do in this house, but doesn't look bad. Okay, it's not completed. It's not, it's a, let's say, nearly finished, but has to be finished. 55,000, 48,000. Let's see if we find something under 30. Colle Passo, this one is quite interesting. Okay, with this decoration, 90 square meters. I think I've done the video of this property, Colle Passo. Yes, I'm familiar with this property. So if you go on my YouTube channel, on my page, and where there is the lens to see, to investigate, if you type Lecce, you will see all the properties that I've covered in Lecce province. 59,000, 59, 43. So we haven't seen anything under 40 at the moment. This one for 43, 90 square meters. Doesn't look bad. Okay, we are in Matino. So this town, Matino, 43,000. Anyway, it's an interesting property. It's not very high. Okay, let's keep investigating. 59,065 square meters. This one looks fully renovated. Maybe not very big. This could be interesting maybe for someone who would like to have in Melissano, beautiful town, for someone who wants to buy keys in hands, ready to live, which it looks anyway a lovely property. 59,000, 65 square meters with a mezzanine floor. Not too bad, not too bad. It's not really a nice price, a high price. 50,000, 57, 45, Matino. So in Matino for now, that's where we have the lowest prices. Anyway, it looks like a decent property already in a good condition overall. Interesting kitchen. Okay, let's keep going on. 55,000, 59, 59, 59, 55, 50, 59, 53. So nothing for now under 40. Nothing. Minervino di Lecce, this one for 42. At the moment, this is the one, the less expensive property that I found up to now, 42,000, which doesn't look bad. All right. And with a small amount of money, like 42,000, we have the house for sale in Lecce province, in the beautiful Salento. 45,000. Let's see this one. I think they're showing price reduction, great deal. Independent two-room apartment with photovoltaic system. Wow, cursi in cursi. This one doesn't look bad. I don't know if these are graphic images. It looks like the property is already fully renovated for 45,000. 67 pictures. They have many pictures. 63 square meters, so we are not talking a huge property. Around 650 square feet, but looks an interesting place as a holiday home, for example, or as an investment. Let's say, but as an investment nowadays for short-term rental, it's getting harder. I saw many videos where people complain, in particular expats who bought in Italy as an investment and are quite complaining for the taxation, the cost, the maintenance. So then they might give it to agencies, so their profit might be very, very low. I think the best, if you want to buy as an investment here, is to buy and run yourself these. So you should live in the area and you look after the cleanings. Anyway, it's a job, as many people are saying. It's a job to run a B&B. It's not only an investment, it's a job. And there is a big difference between just an investment and a job. Castre di Lecce, 49,000. Looks interesting. 122 square meters. With lovely garden. Courtyard. Spacious. We have bedroom, corridor. Interesting property. 49,000. I'd say that up to now, in between 40 and 50, I saw a few decent properties. Muro Leccese, 50,000, 45. So in the first page, we haven't found a property under 30,000. Now, let's keep scrolling here to see if we find anything under 40. 47,150 square meters in Migiano, which is another town. I see some kind of renovation works, not many pictures. 59,000, San Donato di Lecce, 39,000. I think this is Lizzanello. Lizzanello. Discover this charming single house located in the heart of the village, suitable for use as a home, holiday home, or professional studio. So 90 square meters for 39,000. Doesn't look bad. Doesn't look bad. Okay, we might always have some little works to do. Bathroom a bit old. Generally, the bathroom is always the weakest part, but we have a lovely courtyard here for 39,000. Interesting property. 55,000, 55, 38, 38. Aradeo. We are in Aradeo municipality, but it's an apartment. So the ground floor belongs to someone else. 115 square meters, which it looks quite interesting anyway. Kitchen, bedroom. We have few rooms, balcony, windows. Here looks like an attic space or a mezzanine floor. Not too bad, not too bad. This property obviously should be, or is a garage. This I don't understand. The ceiling doesn't look very high. Red bathroom, very interesting. Okay, 38,000. This property should be investigated a bit better. 60,000. This one is dropping from 66 to 60. 55, 48, 43, 35. Unfinished property, so it's still in a raw state. 40,000. This one, 4 rooms, 131 square meters, which is quite big. 1,400 square feet, and the property looks in a good condition. 24 pictures, new bathroom, mezzanine floor. We have a ladder, typical for the mezzanine floor. But this could be an interesting, lovely stone house with this beautiful star vaulted ceiling. Interesting. I don't know if it's an unfinished project. Looks quite big anyway, with little courtyard. Let's see. They have video. They have 4 videos. This could be an interesting property to make a video. Obviously, from now on, I need to find out at least 3 properties, because today is Friday. While I'm showing you these properties for sale, then there will be tomorrow, Saturday, one of the properties that I select, okay, of Lecce province. So Saturday, Monday, and Wednesday, you will find, maybe also next Friday, generally between 3 and 4 times in a week. After this video, I will show 3 properties for sale in this province, in Lecce province. 35,000, 90 square meters. Doesn't look in a very bad condition. Small balcony in Casarano, so interesting property. Typical house built here in Salento area. Melissano, I think I've already done the video of this property. Not sure, obviously. I have more than 500 videos on my channel, so hard to remember. No, I don't. For sure, I came across already many of these properties before, then I might have decided, no, I'm not gonna make the video. Yes, I will make it. 55,000, Super Sano, 245 square meters property, which is extremely big. I'd say 2,600 square feet. Interesting property, 55,000. The price per square meter here is around 300 euro. 45,000, 39, 38, 78 square meters in Castrignano dei Greci. Okay, this looks like an interesting property. There are a few interesting properties up to now with courtyard or terrace. They have terrace. 43,000. Anyway, Copertino, Zollino, 48,000. 60,000, Paravita. Anyway, we have some lovely properties, obviously not extremely big, not very close to the sea, might not be in a very perfect condition, but so, my friends, under 60,000 euro, that's fine, that's fine. All right, my friends, so here I'm on the third page now of the video. I won't keep going on because anyway, I don't want to make the video too long. At the same time, you will find the link with these selected houses, with these filters. You will just find this link, which I will copy and paste under the description of the video if you came across one of this property and you might find interesting. So simply you just follow the link under the description of the video. Then, my friends, what else can I say? If you have enjoyed this video and if you are watching up to now, please put like and subscribe, and I'll see you tomorrow for a property for sale here in Lecce province as Saturday as tomorrow. Okay, my friends, I wish you a lovely day, and I'll see you tomorrow for another video of a beautiful property for sale here in Italy. Bye!